Do you ever feel you're not enough? Like you have one more box to check, hit one more milestone, fix one more flaw before you can finally rest? I've been there. I know most of us have. Many of us live this way, always hustling, always measuring, always chasing. But what if freedom was about knowing you already are enough? Right now you are enough. The meaning of life is just to be alive. I love that saying. And you've heard me say it before. The meaning of life is just to be alive. Welcome back to Off Limits, the podcast where we celebrate your mindset, your relationships, your money, and everything in between. Because when you're living on your terms and purpose, absolutely nothing is off limits. I'm your host, Ellen Rohrs, founder of Elevated Living and Company, and I want to say happy 4th of July week to you. I am recording this on July 5th. I cannot believe that we are already halfway through 2025. Where has the year gone? I do not know. But I'll tell you, this holiday, I decided to unplug, and I really needed it to really unplug, which meant I went to the beach with my family. I left my phone buried in my beach bag, except maybe a few pictures that I snapped. And I had a blast. I played in the sun. I swam. I sat in the sand. I laughed. My sister and I were just swimming around like little kids and enjoying the kids around us and some of the adults around us. All around me, I saw the same thing. Kids building sandcastles, adults hanging out, friends jumping off docks, all of us just being. It was so refreshing. Yesterday reminded me of a different kind of independence, the freedom to stop striving, to stop measuring, and just to rest in the joy of being. You are under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. That's another Alan Watts saying. You are under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. And I love that. We're going to talk a little bit about it in this. And I think that is what ultimate freedom is. Knowing you can rest, you can change, you can grow, or you can do nothing at all and still be worthy. You are worthy just by being. If this message resonates with you, please share it with a friend who might need the same reminder today, because we all deserve a little more freedom and grace. We're going to be talking about freedom today, not just the fireworks and flags kind of freedom, but the kind of freedom that goes deeper. The freedom to know you are enough, to rest, to be present, and to design your life on your terms. We'll explore freedom in your money, freedom in your mindset, freedom in your relationships, and the freedom to play, that childlike joy so many of us forget to nurture. Because yes, it is important to plan your legacy, build security, and hustle for the things you want. But it's equally important to realize that your worth is already here, today, in this moment. So let's dive into it. Your path to freedom, one soulful step at a time. Our first segment is going to be on money independence. Money gives us choices, and choices bring us freedom. Freedom is not only a matter of resources, but of mindset. Money is a way of measuring wealth, but it is not wealth itself. So yes, let's get practical about money. Freedom means you aren't tied down to a single paycheck or a corporate benefits package that makes you afraid to dream bigger. That is why I'm absolutely exploring multiple streams of income. Of course, you all know my story about being laid off. And I do always have a few things going, investments here and there. There's always multiple streams coming in. But the corporate job is my sole purpose, especially for the 401k and the health insurance. So I thought, oh my goodness, this is a terrible feeling to not be having those things coming in. I've been looking at some other options. I have my real estate license. So I'm trying to reinstate that with a broker. That's why I'm exploring multiple streams of income. I believe in multiple streams. You'll see most millionaires have a lot of different avenues, and I think it's a beautiful thing. I want to be sure that no one employer or circumstance can completely dictate my life again. I'm starting small. Maybe you can start small, a side hustle. Those steps build your financial independence with tax write-off, for example. That's huge, sheltering that money. Remember, your worth is never measured by your bank balance. We're going to talk about these items, and then I'm going to take it back to what truly matters is you as a whole. So remember, your worth is never measured by your bank balance. Money is a tool, not your identity. You are enough with or without it. I have to tell myself that right now in my situation, since I don't have the abundance coming in like I did. I have lots of time abundance, lots of exciting new venture abundance. There's always other good things to focus on, which brings us to segment 2, which is the mindset independence. Freedom lives in your mind. Another quote by Alan Watts, he was a master at exposing the illusions that trap us. You are under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. And I love this because I often have different ideas every day, and that is okay because one idea leads you to the next. And a lot of times people think, why are you jumping around? But I want to just encourage you that that's the way that you start to get to your next idea. And there's nothing wrong with changing your mind. Even if 5 minutes ago you felt one way, it's okay to feel something new. That means you can change. You can free yourself from old patterns, old fears, and old stories. It's a beautiful thing. For me, mindset independence is about trusting that I am good enough right now. I don't have to prove it. I don't have to constantly hustle for it. I can want to grow, but from a place of joy and creativity, not from fear or lack. So if you're working on your own dreams, remember you are worthy of them. You are worthy of trying. You are worthy of rest. That is freedom of the mind. And I have to reinstate these concepts to myself a lot right now because each day I wake up in a little bit of a fear mindset where I'm thinking, oh gosh, I still don't have this job. I don't have a corporate income coming in. It's just me fending for the world, fending for myself. I have to remember freedom is in the mind. I tell myself it's okay. There's something better coming along and focus on what I can control, which is these little side hustles, my real estate, the ACN, all the other side hustles I can do. So let's go into relationship independence. This is the third segment. Relationships, they can be tricky, right? We want connection, but we also want freedom. Another aspect that Alan spoke about love as a dance, not a prison. Basically, that's saying healthy relationships honor your independence. You shouldn't have to shrink yourself to keep someone close, nor should you have to give up your dreams. The day at the beach yesterday reminded me, watching people laugh and play with their kids and friends, I thought, how important it is to be in relations that let you feel free, to play, to grow, to express. If you're dating or even reevaluating a partnership, ask, do I feel free here? Am I still myself? That is the kind of love that is real. All right, the independence that comes with home and lifestyle. Now, this is important to feel good at home. Your home is your anchor. Home is a base, a harbor for your heart. Freedom includes having a place where you can exhale. Whether that's your forever house or a cozy rental, your space should feel at home and support your peace. You didn't come to this world, you came out of it, meaning your environment is part of you. It shapes your sense of safety and your sense of possibility. And I'll say that's why I'm getting so excited to reinstate my real estate again, because it's really about helping people build homes that match their dreams, making a house a home, because a home is the foundation for freedom. It allows you to be the best version of yourself. Even if you're not planning to buy or sell, ways to make your home feel cozy. It's getting organized, decluttering, making it feel like a fresh space. There's so much even with feng shui that I will be sharing with you down the road. Even for me, I position my desk in my office to be giving the best energy. You don't want to be facing the wall. You want to be facing out towards the door, the windows. If you're listening on the podcast, you won't be able to see, but if you're on the video, you can see it. I've got these gorgeous windows and it gives me peace and clarity. That is why I'm so passionate about real estate and about helping people build homes that match their dreams, because a home is a foundation for freedom. It is where we get creative. It is where we do our most important work. It is where we build our relationships, and it truly is a foundation. So build that foundation on a strong scaffold. There's also freedom in the childlike and playfulness that we have. So back to the day on the beach from yesterday, there was something healing about just playing, letting go of the adult grind and remembering how to be present in the moment, letting your technology, I put my computer away and it felt so good. So that is the real secret of life, to completely be engaged with what you are doing at the here and now. Instead of calling it work, realize it as play. And yesterday, I built a website, and when I looked at it as fun, it became no chore at all. I made it fun. So there's ways of doing that too, where if it is work and you can realize it or see it as play, it makes it so much easier. Freedom isn't only about quitting your job or having a big retirement fund. It's the daily practice of giving yourself permission to be alive. Play is not a luxury, it is a necessity for a well-lived life. Let's do it more. So this week, I want you to find one childlike thing to do. Dance, laugh, paint, jump into the lake. This is your independence celebration. Some questions to reflect on to help you think about, where are you in life? Where in life do you feel chained and why? If you lost your job tomorrow, would you feel trapped or free? I felt a little trapped, I will say, because I was depending on that big salary coming in. I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you feel? And what are some ways you could make money or save money? That's what I've been looking at. How can I save on my daily bills? Take a look at what you're truly spending each month. I was looking at phone, internet, utilities, all of it. How can I free up some money? How can I make some money? Take a look at that too. Do you feel free in your relationships or stuck and resentful? That's a big one. What is one playful thing you could do this week for no reason other than it just brings you joy? Can you look at your life today and say, I am enough right now? It's a big one. Out of all those questions, was there one that really stuck out to you? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to explore ways to build your freedom, I'd love to help, whether it's learning to save on your bills, create more abundance, talking about real estate, exploring your own mindset. You can always reach out. All of my link is in the bio below. Check out my website, www.elevatedlivingandco.com. Lots of resources coming soon. Until then, let's build a life that is free, joyful, and enough. Thanks for listening to Off Limits, where mindset, money, and meaning come together, and nothing is off limits. Have a great day. Bye.